It's Wednesday, my dudes, and if you didn't know that we knew, that you knew, that he didn't know, that Robo didn't know, I don't know. But Robo, we didn't know, is on tonight, so we're super excited. So let's get rid of the shenanigans and just start the show. Machu, cue the intro. I know that he knows, that he doesn't know, that I don't know, that but who knows? Does any... Did you know? I didn't know.
I didn't know. And I didn't know you were going to do that. And
yeah,
you did a good job.
I didn't know that you were going to do it. I was like, all right, usually we let it run for a few seconds. Oh, I'm on. All right, here we go. So anyway,
yeah.
It's Wednesday, my dudes, and welcome to episode 113 of Between Two Sentinels. I, of course, am Jay Shot, and with me, as always, the one and only Machu Toy. Machu, how you doing, man?
I'm doing good. Yeah. I got a package from Diggs Figs because I won something off of Highly Posable. And
very nice.
It was a Snake Eyes figure, which I didn't, I have so many, but it did give me a guns pack for McFarlane figures because they're bigger. And then also I got this shredder.
Oh, and you got a shredder.
But you got a shredder.
I got a shredder from Junior. So now we're back to who got it. So that's good. That's good. And then not only did you win something on Highly Posable, you were on Barely Posable on Monday.
Yes, on Monday.
So and apparently now you got to go back to Rubbing the Dragon Balls to bring KJ back. So because he was missing.
That's a different show though.
Well, but I mean, you just keep bringing people back. So
Oh, okay, yeah.
You're just rubbing balls. You're just the guy rubbing balls,
rubbing balls and bringing people back.
Oh, I got a package today from Hobby Link. I got this bad boy in. Just barely cracked it open before the show started.
Look at you. What are you?
I know, right? I know. But I did take the buck out. You don't need to see me. She looks great. She's small. But I'm excited to get the mech open for sure. But I don't know. Looked cool.
Are you gonna you're just gonna start Waifu Wednesdays with Mario without me?
Maybe. Yeah, we'll do. But we'll do it after this show. Yeah, it'll be later. It'll be a waiter Waifu Wednesdays. Yeah. So
yeah.
We'll do it that way. Yeah. No, dude, it's another redhead. So it's like an April.
Yeah.
We'll
I'm just.
Yeah.
Just caught me off guard.
Sorry, I didn't mean to catch you off guard with
but
my random purchase.
Making me proud that I don't have to hold your hand while you buy some import figures or third-party figures.
Don't worry, as Ernie pointed out, you'll always be my baby Machu. It's all good. Anyway, hey, let's segue. You said you were watching with your parents yesterday.
I was eating dinner with my parents, and I had you guys on my TV, on my parents' TV, and all of a sudden you guys started saying my baby Machu, and I'm just sitting there. I'm like, why? Why?
Your dad was so proud at that moment. Anyway, hey, that's a really sharp shirt you're wearing, Machu.
Oh yeah.
That's kind of looks like this one that I'm holding.
Mm-hmm.
So guys, if you haven't ordered yours yet, you might want to get on it. I got 2 more going out tomorrow. So and if you want to save on shipping, we will be at NJ ToyCon there, right? So you can pick some up there at the end of the month. So hit us up. But the sizes, I will say certain sizes are going fast. So hit me up or Matsu up. We'll throw some aside for you. But yeah, exciting. It's exciting. It's exciting to see people wear our faces. Yeah, we'll go with that.
Also weird, but yeah.
Yeah, also weird, but exciting. Should we check in with the chat here? See what's going on?
Oh yes.
Let's see. We got Dom is here saying hello there. We got Juan Mega Man Puerto Rico saying hello, Sentinels, RoboDon'tKnow, and everybody in the chat. Josh Brown is here. It is Wednesday, my dude. Josh got his shirt. We got added to his collection of t-shirts. And also, did you see that fancy t-shirt folding thing he's got? That's kind of wild.
Yes.
Yeah.
You just reminded me.
Yeah.
That there is an Amazon package sitting outside.
Oh, do you want to run and get it? And I'll handle the chat.
No.
Okay.
It'll be fun. Yeah.
All right.
It's that foldy thingy.
Is that what you bought? Yeah, points to Josh.
Yeah.
NYC Figure Fanatic, what's going on, everybody? No Chewy is here. No Chewing is here. He says, give these boys a like. They'll start soon. Thank you, man. We are so bad about reminding you. Give a like, give a subscribe, share it out. Robo's here. He's going to hang out with us in just a little bit. We got Captain McKay Random is here. Vader Suggs is here. Don't put that pressure on me, man. Like, that's a lot. Like, don't put that pressure on us. It's going to be the best it is. Figs in Space is here. Figs in Space. There we go. Bruce Brian Rocky Manzo. I kind of missed that last name. Man Beast. Bruce Brian Rocky Manzo. Man Beast Boy. There you go. Try saying that 3 times fast. Yimbo reviews everything. And of course, him. And I forgot to mention with No Chewing, part of the TPC and the Toy Daddies on Monday nights. And Yimbo on Sundays. All in the family here. We got our neighbor, Rel Collects is here. KJ's here. There you go. He's back from the dead. We got Grumps. Good old Grumps. Grumps got his t-shirt last week. Prescribed Drone is here. What's going on, man? Hey, Cody. Too much new toys. What up, Sentimaniacs? That's an.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
One a lot. I like that one a lot. Jay Shirley. Yep. See, he knows. Winger Lose. What's going on? Jukebox Hero. I don't want to steal. Yimbo's thing. Let's see. What else we got? We got Rick Jones is in the house. What's going on, Rick? Good to see you here, man. We got White Vegeta. What's happening? Blunt Force Honesty is here. Lots of people showing up tonight. Everybody's showing up for Robo. Look at that. Oh, he's going by his Christian name. NY Rebs is here. He's going to steal my package. He's going to steal.
Oh, he has his Christian name on there, so I know who's
Christian. That's easily identified. And we got Paul Morales. I didn't want to leave Paul out. So we got a nice full house going tonight. Very nice, guys. Very nice. Should we just go ahead and? I know we're only 7 minutes in, but we might as well just bring Robo in. He's waiting so patiently back there.
Oh yeah.
He's been waiting so long. His beard's gone gray. So there you go. Thanks, Figs.
And now you have to do that every time you see his name.
Hey, man, if Figs keeps showing up, I'll keep doing it. So don't worry about it. Figs, you show up, I will do it. Anywho, let's welcome to the show, Robo. Robo, what's going on, man? Oh, yeah.
I heard there's ball rubbing in here.
Fantastic. That's what we're here for.
We got to change the name to Between Two.
No. Nope. Absolutely not. Oh my god, dude! Thank you so much for being here. I know that we've been exchanging a few DMs for a while. We keep running into each other at these events, or I keep stalking you. However you want to say it. It's so
I don't notice those kind of things.
I appreciate that. But how you doing, dude? How are you?
Not bad. It's early but late. I don't know how I feel. It's been a while since I've live streamed, so it's kind of easing back into it slowly.
Okay.
But being nervous about no editing again. How's that work?
It's all right.
I don't know.
All right. You'll be. I'm sure you'll do great.
That is the best part of live streams. There is no editing involved.
There's no. Yeah.
No.
Take it from me. You can't take anything back that you say live. So
Exactly. And that bothered me so much for so many months. I guess I was going to say years, but it hasn't been that long. It's been,
After the first 20 shows, you get used to it. Yeah.
You're just like whatever. And I think that everybody in the chat gets used to it too. It's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. So everyone gets used to it. We got Omega Weapon 13 checking in. Oh, nope. Juan Puerto Rico. Somebody else came in with the wrong thing. Yep, there we go.
Rubbing balls.
Omega Weapon 13 coming in. And we also got E. McNeil is here saying, hey, folks. Let's see. Play to the day. There you go, man, Beast Boy. But yeah, we ran into each other at Legion's Con last year in November. And then we ran into each other again at Toy Fair. Which is pretty cool, hanging out in the NECA booth. But you just got back from Toylanta, which I had some FOMO from between Toylanta and WonderCon. It seemed like an exciting weekend for everybody.
It's crazy when shows double up and you're at one show looking at stuff, scrolling your phone, looking at other stuff, thinking, no. But it was cool. Toylanta had that Legion's Con kind of feel without all the customizing and the crafts and everything. It had that everybody knows everybody kind of thing. And that's probably because of the Four Horsemen booth being there and that whole crew just being in person and the convention being right beside the hotel.
Oh,
Everything
yeah.
is, you don't have to leave. I
Right.
love those kind of shows now.
Yeah, those are great.
Love them.
Yeah.
That's why Legions is probably one of my favorite cons to go to.
PowerCon was the first one I've had that at, and it was just like, whoa, is this what cons are supposed to be after 20 years? I'm like, oh, just finally next level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't need to wake up and catch a train or get an Uber.
Or after the show's over, everybody just disperses, at
Right.
most shows. It's just, well, we got to get to dinner and then hotel and gone.
Yeah.
We just
Legion's
go to the
Con,
lobby.
PowerCon, and now Toylanta just keep going until the wee hours.
How I mean, like in comparison to say Legion's Con, and I know that you said it had the same and Toylanta had the same vibe, but like how big is it? Like, would you say it? Like we always say that New York Comic Con could fit into San Diego Comic Con twice. Like, what would you say? Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. San Diego Comic Con's huge comparison, but size wise, yeah.
I kind of had the same problem here at Toylanta as I did at Legion's Con, where I'll just stop and talk and then never see the whole floor going on. But from what I understand, this is larger. This is their first time in a convention center. So spreading out, and plus kind of bringing PowerCon in added a floor to it. So I was upstairs most of the time, and there was a bunch of rooms with vendors and companies and such, and then there was a main floor downstairs. I don't think it didn't feel as dense as Legion's Con. You walk around Legion's Con and it's everything's it's like sensory overload from all directions. Toylanta had more vendor type things just in between the toy companies and such, so it felt more like a con, but with the Legion's Con love to it.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good feeling then. Yeah.
It was definitely cool. It's just I didn't see everything.
Sure,
but that's okay.
It's always like that.
Dude, I feel like even Legion's Con being a smaller con, we go. I mean, we spend 2 days there or 3 days there. Basically, I still feel like I don't see everything. People are still pulling stuff out. It's like almost impossible to see everything. Or
you go in the next day, you think you go down the same path, and you're seeing stuff you didn't the day before.
No, absolutely. Let's see. We got toying around and stopping by, saying hello there. What's going on, Kevin? And Kevin just celebrated his birthday last week, so happy birthday, Kevin. Dom wants to know if Robo knows Reuben Con.
I don't know Reuben Con. Is that
so
does that need to be on the list?
The Friday before Legion's Con, when everybody's setting up, we were making it a thing now to go to that Irish pub and ordering Reubens, because we did that the last 2 years in a row, and it's been catching on.
Yeah.
So I somehow missed you, because I believe I ate there every night.
But did you eat a Reuben? That's the question.
No Reuben. I've had very few Reubens. My first one was in Indianapolis, and it was amazing. I don't know if it's I just remember it was in Indianapolis, but the few I've had since then haven't touched it. So I don't know if I like Reubens or if there was something about that one.
Okay.
But I need to try it again.
I was gonna say, maybe we just need to get a bunch of Reubens to share, and just like this way nobody feels left
out. You
out.
could definitely split that. You could share that.
Yeah.
It's a good size.
Order 12 Reubens.
Yeah.
So RubenCon's gonna be huge this year. We're gonna get T-shirts and everything. So Josh Brown says PowerCon was his first con, so he only goes to the ones he can sleep in the same building.
You're spoiled. Yeah, because most shows aren't like that.
It's a good one. That's a good one. What's up, Dead Man? Let's see. White Vegeta says, it was a pleasure to meet Robo. I hope you enjoy the weapons crate, and thanks for the printed head. There you go. Did you guys run into each other at Toylanta? Is White Vegeta in the? Are you holding him captive? Is that what you're pointing at? Oh, let him go.
No.
Yeah,
I just have weapons crate over there, or weapons crates in the pile that I need to look at.
It seems like you pointed. Like I told you not to be near the computer. Yeah, so
you're not supposed to be on Wi-Fi.
Yeah, Robo gets the hose again. Yeah, so. Robo moves and sticks around like a starfish at these places. Very generous with his time. It's true. You are very generous. Not to hone in on this, but you take as much time as needed with everybody. It's really nice of you, especially to like hear us kind of gush over talking to you and just be like, yeah. So it's really, really cool.
Most of my reasoning for going to shows, well, look at toys, of course, but
Of course,
I like talking and finding out what everybody else is into and just chatting and everything else, to the point where I'll get home and go, I shot no footage whatsoever of the show itself.
But then you're enjoying the moment.
Yeah. And then I just try to convey that afterwards in live streams and everything. But I always leave thinking, I should have shot a run through or a booth something, and nope.
There's always somebody else getting
true.
film. You can always ask somebody the figure report.
I used his footage from WonderCon.
I was gonna say us, Maju, but way to plug Mikey. Good job.
I was watching his show. That's why I saw you use Mikey's footage.
Mikey's great. And okay,
I saw most of his pictures, and when I got home from Toylanta, I was like, "Hey, man, can I use some of your footage?" He was more than happy to send it.
Yeah, he's a good guy, and he's got his what is it? Figures Not Included, right? It's his new podcast.
Yeah, that's his new podcast.
His cousin. Yeah, so
definitely check that out.
Enjoying that. And we got a few more, a bunch of people showing up tonight. So we got Berserk, who is always first. Chamba stopping by saying this should be a good one. We got Toy Addict. Don't forget Toy Addict and Unworthy Collector on an Unworthy Addiction on Thursday nights. The Pac-Man is here saying what's up. Grump says the Reuben was great. Fig says party sub for the chat. I mean, you guys can make it happen. We could do a Reuben cam. We can make something happen. Sure.
Reuben cam.
Reuben cam. Ooh. Get something going. Josh Brown says talking saves you money when you chat with everybody. So there you go. That's one way to look at it. Yeah. Darth Prime says sup y'all. Happy Wednesday. Let's see. And is ReubenCon before or after G-Con? I don't. When is G-Con's like what? Friday afternoon?
That's Friday all day.
All day? So,
like last year.
Yeah. It's probably after.
It's probably after. Yeah. The pub doesn't open till after anyway. So
Oh yeah. It's like a 12-hour panel.
Right. That's right. Yeah. And then you're gonna be looking for that, Reuben. And of course Mario's here. And happy birthday to Mario from yesterday.
Happy birthday, yeah.
I think he celebrated his 50th birthday. I'm kidding. We're kidding. We're just kidding. So
he's collecting Social Security now, right?
He's collecting Social Security. Dom says 10-foot Reuben for ReubenCon. There you go. God, there's so many questions now about Reubens in the chat. What was the big standout for you at Toyland? I know you said you didn't take a ton of footage, but let's shift back to toys and stuff. But what was the big standout for you at I almost said at ReubenCon. Jesus, Toyland.
At ReubenCon. Well, the meats,
the some
of the breads. I don't know what goes on a Reuben, so I just said meats and breads.
It's perfect. Nailed it.
And it sounds like a broken record, but I did spend more time at the Big Bad Workshop booth because of Monster Force, because of the Fresh Monkeys, the Tick after their panel. But man, it's the usual suspects. It was Animal Warriors of the Kingdom.
Mm-hmm.
It was Savage Crucible. They've got the Conan coming out and some other stuff. And then they had the big ass dragon at the.
Oh yeah, and that was successfully funded, right? Everything was unlocked.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Last day, nearly
last day.
the last 24 hours. Yeah.
Last day.
I said the crazy. Fourth.
It's okay.
Yeah.
No one's gonna hold that against you. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
It's easy. It's easier to.
I'm gonna hear that forever now.
So they might change their name. So. Dude, I got to be honest with you, though, like watching that kind of get funded in the last moment, and you were like, I mean, look, it's pricey. If you went all in, right, you're looking at anywhere between, 1,000 to 1,200, depending on where you are. But like we were talking about this, Matt, Machu, I don't want to use your Christian name like Tom. But it's like, but now it's like, okay, you get a dragon, and then you're getting 5 figures, right? Like, and you're getting the accessories. All of a sudden, the price seems justifiable if we're doing toy guy math. Like it doesn't seem so
Sure.
far out there. Just saying. That's how I broke it down to my wife. What are you talking about?
I thought we got that soundbite of you winning. Like,
I also, like, if you remember, we said that we were going to sell those for people for a $5 super chat. We would make it a thing, and for $10 we would spin a wheel.
Yeah,
for $10 super chat. Yeah, we'll make it legit. Yeah, so
yeah. Like, oh,
you're worried.
Yeah,
if you're worried, we'll do that for you. So, but did they have the dragon? They had the dragon at Atlanta, right?
Mm-hmm.
They did bring it with it. So, and it was the same one that was decorated and not a new mold. Yeah. So old news for you.
Yeah, it wasn't the one that had the full wings and the flame. It was the other one in the other case, the more compact one. But I was, because I made some dumb comment in the rewind, as I do, and I finally got to see that the wide open mouth, the tongue comes out, and then there's a tongue attached to the flame attachment that plugs in.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not, even if you don't want the flame, you get the big wide open mouth head, and it's still intact if you don't use the flame. So it's a little late for pushing the dragon.
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
I think a lot of people who couldn't really either afford or find the space to put to get the dragon probably did end up getting just that, the head and the flame, and with the figure.
Yeah.
I mean,
is that what you did?
No, yeah, my brain went in a different place. But man, that flame knot is it's so good.
Mm-hmm. It's really good.
If I wasn't getting the dragon, I probably would have went in on just the flame set.
Yeah. I want more of those too, but like, I don't know if I wanted to buy another flame set.
Another set, yeah, another set. Just
and the last unlock being an army builder for the whole kit and caboodle.
Yeah,
man, how many dragons am I going to buy to army build the Fury?
Oof. Well, there are more dragons coming, I'm sure, right now that they
Yeah.
know. So, right, I think there's 5 in the lore, and then they put up a big teaser of the map this week too, which is just crazy.
Is this the biggest dragon?
They
out of
said
the
that.
bunch? Okay.
Yeah, I think they did say that. I mean, I could be wildly wrong, but yes, they did say that. I think it was the biggest of the bunch. So, but yeah, I was gonna say too, you spend a lot of time with Spiro, which is always fun. They're a good group of guys.
Oh yeah.
So, but good. Where is your, not that we, where is your next con? I know you said you've been home for a little while, but are you off next, or you got a good stretch home being home?
May. Oh man, it's in May, so I haven't even locked down. I know a roundabout time I need to leave that day, but I need to remember what. But ICCC con south of Nashville. I think it's the middle of May somewhere. And it's a Star Wars show that's been growing a bit. It's in the hotel. So
okay,
there you go.
So easier.
When I heard that, I thought, oh, I'm in.
Yeah.
So Josh Brown will be going then. Yeah.
It's the same weekend as IshCon, unfortunately, because at Toylanta, they were talking that up and nearly had me talked into it. But then I realized, that's twice the distance. I can drive to ICCC. I'd have to fly and everything else for IshCon.
Are you going to do San Diego this year or no?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's
all right, good.
We already locked our hotel in for that, and should be good. Should be good to go. Need to get a flight.
Yeah, we still do too.
Yeah, that's future problems. Yeah, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
We just paid for a dragon. We'll figure that out later. Don't worry about that.
That's right.
Yeah.
Plenty of time. So one thing I wanted to ask you, like in prepping for the show, as I do, which means the last 5 minutes before we started talking, you've been streaming or you've been doing reviews or some kind of toy content or on YouTube since 2006. You're almost 20 years into this. How do you stay motivated? How do you stay fresh and wanting to do this kind of stuff, or just like coming up with ideas to do this stuff? I mean, like, it's hard for me to come up with an idea to say Wednesday every week. Like, how do you do it?
If you want to go back, it was 2002 when the forums were actually first started. But then 2005 was the actually covering shows.
Okay.
And then 2014 with YouTube. And then I struggled with that for many a year. And finally I got into the groove, but I struggling to find new ways is hard because
Sure.
I think I constantly think, especially after doing it the same or like I have for a few years now, I'm locked in that. I could be sitting right here and think, okay, how about we change this, and I hit record and it's right into the here's the box, here's this and this, and then the next thing I know, I'm done. And I think,
Right.
well, that went nowhere. I go to edit and see. But I think more of it has to do with new companies, new figures, updates, innovations, properties, just ever changing. I've had Marvel Legends most of the time, and then Star Wars, but man, stuff like Jada Toy Scooby Doo, it gets me excited again to get up to it, or the cereal mascots, some turtle stuff. I just keep veering around because last year I didn't really do a lot of Star Wars content after doing a lot of Star Wars content. So I think I keep my formula because that's what people. I used a different featured image and I had a few comments of, "Hey, didn't even know this was you." I was like, "Oh, so let's not do that." So
speaking of formula, it's like when I'm watching, I'm not even it's hard for me to even think. You're not even looking at the picture while you're talking about it, but you still have that enthusiasm. And I'm like, how does he do that? And still get the you'll describe what you're looking like, what's on screen to the T, but you're not looking at it. It's amazing.
Yeah, that's from both sitting and staring at pictures for a good long time. Whenever I find pictures and I save them, I put them on the hard drive, I put them in the folder, I label them, I bring them and I'm scrolling through them and I'm zooming in. I don't know. That's the kind of stuff I like. I can't remember my kids' birthdays, but I can remember figures, maybe not release dates or prices or any of that kind of stuff, but what a figure looks like. If I can lock that in, that's most of the battle. And that's always, I've always had, I don't even want to call it a talent or an ability, but in my head, I'm seeing the picture as I'm looking to the side. And whenever I remind on video, like, I'm not looking at anything right here. I'm reminding myself that there's nothing here. But so it just kind of worked out. It took a while of getting used to where it is on the camera, though, of how to place things there. But yeah, that's just visual. If it comes to remembering text or numbers, it's, or even what people said. If it's verbal, as long as it's visual, I'm okay with it. Yeah, see,
the weatherman trick.
he does, and he does it well. He does it really.
And they
well.
have
a visual.
They have a monitor that they're looking at. Yeah,
I don't have a monitor.
Yeah, no.
I don't even bring the pictures out to my shop. They're on my computer in the office in the house.
Okay, so you don't even have like a little screen.
No, I've got a
little cheat sheet. That's amazing.
Yeah, I've got a list of stuff that I can look down at, especially for McFarlane names. And then, like if I come up with a gag during the week or a joke or something silly that I don't want to forget, I'll write that down, or even kind of script it out if it's a longer top thing. Like all the Britney Spears references a couple of weeks ago, I had to list those out under each one. But other than that, it's just me looking at mental images.
I was gonna say, Robo, you don't have to lie. It's okay. It's all right to be a Britney fan. You don't have to make that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, but I can't. Lyrics is also, as I get older. Yeah. I used to make fun of older people for messing up lyrics. How dare you?
Yeah. Now we are.
I am.
Now we are those. So we got a couple more people stopping by. Enders is here. Ender, dude, you missed the RubenCon chat, man. You missed the RubenCon chat.
It's co-founder of RubenCon.
That's right, co-founder of RubenCon.
He gets royalties.
He does. Yeah. He's gonna have to go back watch the replay.
The way this started was I sat down next to Enders at the pub, and they just served me the same plate that he was having, which was a Reuben.
Oh, so you didn't order it?
I may have been like, I'll have what he's having. I just don't remember.
Really?
It just landed right there, and I'm like, okay, I'll have
Drinks
this.
might have been involved, you know.
Yeah.
So
That's what happens at ReubenCon.
And it was so good that I was like, the following year, I need to get this Reuben.
Yeah,
So
that works.
ReubenCon was
And then you
born.
started telling everybody else.
Yeah,
yeah.
They ran out of Reubens.
They literally did. They ran out of Reubens this year, and we were like, "Oh, this is a thing." So now we're like, "Do we have to call ahead and let them know we're coming?" And they're going to be an order for a lot of Reubens. So
Stock up the Reubens.
Stock up the Reubens. Also, didn't think this is where the conversation was going tonight, but yet here we are. Wade Creates is here saying hello, fellas. We got Mikey's in the chat. What's going on? I is here. What up, dude? Darth Gutierrez has a question. He wants to know if you've ever been to LA Comic-Con.
No, I've been through LA, traveling to either San Diego or somewhere else, but I've never been able to go to a con in LA.
All right. Well, there's one to aspire to. Yeah. Yet. Exactly. Yet. Figs in Space saying, "We heart you, Robo. Please do this well into your 90s." So there you go. You know they're going to keep making figures. So
yeah, but there's always that fear of being the old man telling people about,
back in my day,
they were made out of
we only had one toe hinge. Now you have all 5. Yeah.
We didn't have this fancy skin and bone in our toys.
Wade Create says, between Playdays and Tales from the Tube, Robo keeps me entertained for sure. He's definitely on the top pick, the Toy Pick TV guide.
Oh,
love that.
I like that.
Love that. Let's see. What else you got? You did the thing. We got Dave Wonder stopping by saying, "What? You floating magic screen?" He feels bamboozled. To be fair, Dave Wonder feels bamboozled about a lot of things, so it's okay. Matt Gray is here. Jurassic Jesse is here. I burned Dave, but let's plug his show. His show is going to be on right after ours. Don't check him out. He's on with, I think, Gruff Rider's coming back tonight. He'll be on with the Toy Mayor, and of course, Speaky Geeky will be there as well. We got Jurassic Jesser is here saying, "What's going on?" Let's see. It's always good. It always goes to food. Yeah, it always does. That's how it works. It's how it works. So scrolling through your Instagram, like I do, I told you I was stalking you. I was very clear about this. I think, and it appears that you might be a bit of a wrestling fan too.
A bit.
Little bit. Okay.
A little bit. Not so much toys, but actual wrestling.
Yeah, no, of course. So that's what I mean. We're going to talk about everything tonight. So, how do you feel? WrestleMania coming up? What are you excited about?
I hate to say it, but I haven't been keeping track as much. I haven't been watching as much. Man, actually, speaking of old man stuff, man, they move Raw to Netflix, a network I already pay for, and then they show commercials. What is this? No.
You know what the trick is? If you watch it a little bit after, the commercials are not there.
That's true. Oh, really? Do they disappear?
It goes black, and then it goes back to the show.
Oh. Well, man,
what I'll do is I'll watch on the first hour live, then I'll watch the TPC at 9, and then come back to Raw after. And then since it picks up where I left off, it'll keep going, and there's no commercials there.
Oh, man, that's a good trick, because I haven't went back since the first episode. I got so
aggravated. Robo's yelling at clouds again.
That's right. So I keep track with the news channels on YouTube. Yeah, unless I need to go watch Cena's promo, at wherever it was, all over the kid.
Oh, poor kid.
Yeah,
poor kid.
And then AEW, I haven't been keeping track of as much, but for some reason, Timeless Tony Storm and Harley Cameron, I got to go watch everything that they do weekly.
I don't normally watch AEW. I used to watch it more, but now I don't. But I do keep up with it on my it's always on my feed. It'll always show up on Instagram. So watching all of Tony Storm stuff, that was really good.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. And then Harley, I'm hoping they don't just run that into the ground. I hope they let her do something with it while
Mhm.
still keeping up with the puppets and everything. But yeah, that's pretty dang good.
I don't watch AEW, so when you say keeping up with the puppets in wrestling, I
Oh, it's not
so
as bad
many
as
things,
it sounds.
so many things going through my head right now.
Yeah.
Oh, oh.
No, she's a good ventriloquist.
Ah,
That doesn't
okay,
sound right
okay.
in wrestling either,
It
does it?
doesn't sound much better, but we'll roll with that. Yeah. We'll roll with that. Dave says he knows when the show's. I know he knows when the show is on. I was letting everybody else know about the show.
See,
Dave, it's
how
fine.
touchy he is. He's
It's
so mad at
fine.
everything.
He is. Yeah. It's what it is. It's because he's so tall. The air's thinner up there. It's
That's
that's
true.
What happens. It's what happens.
And it's cold where he is all the time.
Yeah. It's
Oh, so it's even colder up there.
Yeah, it's even colder. That's why he's got that beanie on. That's how it happens.
Oh.
Berserk wants to know who you think is going to win the 3-way between Roman, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins.
I'm a little behind on that. I haven't watched their
Yeah.
signings or whatever. And I saw a headline that said Heyman's favor to Punk revealed, but I haven't seen it yet. So I don't know exactly what's going on. And I think, isn't Easter that weekend too?
Easter is that weekend, and we also have ToyCon New Jersey.
Yeah, so
it's a busy weekend.
I have a feeling that I'm going to be out of town Saturday, and then I'll have to watch everything Sunday real quick. But I'm looking forward to it.
It should be fun. I want to see what they do with Heyman. I think Heyman's my favorite at this point, so I want to see where he's going. Omega Weapon 13 says watch TNA, which I now know what it means. And I know now that it means total nonstop action. And not the other thing. So yeah. Dave threatening me with the Stay Puft shot. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate that. And Josh wants to know if you're still holding Cincy's Unicron hostage. So
no, I think I went ahead and got not yet. Yeah. I don't have the Unicron anymore. Right. My HasLab review table.
Well, that's been a while. When was that? That was a long time ago. No, I think that was before I even started here.
Not been a couple years.
Just in collecting, yeah. So, granted, a lot has happened before then. So,
yeah.
So, anyway.
ToyCon is the weekend after.
After, yeah, I don't think it's not the same weekend as Easter. It's the weekend after. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but all right. What else? I mean, let me consult my list here.
But as much as I like wrestling, I look at the wrestling figures when I go past them, but I've never had a big interest in collecting figures. One, I was way behind by the time I caught back up with wrestling, and then two, I can't keep up at all. I can barely keep up with what I want to talk about, But Mattel, they'll go a couple months and then drop 62 figures at the same time, but only on this website where you have to go log in and flip through other things.
Or I have to just go to Walmart, and we don't have Walmart here in New York, so I have to go to Jersey.
Yeah.
So
yeah, exclusive to here. Yeah. AEW, you have to go through their site.
The problem is we have like 2 monthly toy shows. And there's always vendors there that sell the wrestling figures, and I'm just like, I guess I'll get this one and this one too.
Yeah.
I'm looking at like the Rikishi that I picked up the last time we went, and what else? The Chase Razor Ramon. Nice. And then I found out that they're coming out with another Razor Ramon.
Oh my god!
It's in green.
That
I'm gonna have to buy because
it's Razor.
Because it's Razor, and that green outfit that reminds me of WrestleMania, the arcade game. That's what got me into wrestling.
That's a good call.
The worst wrestling game ever made got me into wrestling.
When was that? Was that
was an arcade game, right?
It was 95, 96.
95.
Yeah.
That's about the time when I started. The first wrestling I remember watching was Steiner Brothers versus Nasty Boys at Halloween Havoc. I think that was 95, 96, somewhere in there. And then it took a couple years to get into WCW. But we used to play WCW versus NWO.
Oh yeah, that's the one that got everybody into wrestling in my school.
Oh yeah,
school. So that was one of the best games on Nintendo 64.
Oh yeah.
I remember the Royal Rumble game. That one was the one that got me. So it was similar to the WrestleMania game, but
The
like
2D one?
Yeah,
The cartoony
the
one?
2D.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
That one is still better. There's still more skill involved than the arcade game. The arcade game is what got me is that it was very much like Mortal Kombat and
Okay.
NBA Jam. So
Oh my God.
yeah, it was very, very cartoony and like
It's the only basketball I like.
there's effects
NBA
going
Jam.
on while you're punching and fireballs and stuff like that.
I wasn't
Thompson's
I wasn't
Royal
big
Rumble
Mortal
was amazing.
Kombat.
No.
Mm.
All right. Figure Report stopping by. Mikey, we were just giving you a shout out earlier in the show. Robo says thank you for the footage. But he wants to know what your entrance music would be and what would be your finishing move.
Oh man.
Ooh.
We hit the hard hitting questions here.
I know. That is something I have
hard-hitting.
never ever thought of.
Hard hitting questions.
Oh man, no, I'm gonna have to come back to that because I don't want to blurt something out. That's funny, and then regret it for the rest of my life. Because
that's fine. That's fine. We're gonna save this though. We're gonna come back to it. There's no question.
You're stuck with that until management approves something else.
That's right. Until Triple H comes along. Macho, you start this one. Sable got me into wrestling. Rhea has kept me. That's funny. Rhea got me back into wrestling, which is interesting. So, but yeah. There you go.
And you bought your first wrestling ring because of
I did. I bought my first wrestling ring because of Rhea. That's true. So there you go. Because it came with a Rhea, not because Rhea. Never mind. Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. SmackDown from PS1 was his go-to. THQ made the game hella fun, doing 18 Stone Cold Stunners in one match. There you go.
Seems like I played that a few times too on PS1.
Mm-hmm. I have, but still, like the N64 games were better at that time.
Man, the Rumble where you'd get out, but you could still swap at their feet.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was the most fun.
I thought when you said the Rumble on the N64, I think with the Rumble pack, but no, you're right. The Rumble. Man, I love this. We're just like you can never predict where the hell we're gonna go with some of these conversations. I absolutely. Sable got everyone signing up for the magazine.
Funny enough, that Sable Playboy was the first nudie mag that my dad bought me.
Really?
Yeah,
I think that
very awkward.
I think that needs to be for the subscribers only, Matt. That means to get a conversation we have later. All right, let's try to bring it back somewhat to action figures at this point. Robo, what has been the action figure that has surprised, or the action figure line that has surprised you the most this year?
This year?
This year only. Yeah.
Man,
we're only 4 months in.
So there's been a lot of
that's tough.
I mean, we've seen Maximum Spider-Man, we've seen, a couple of different things. It's just there's been, I think, a lot of stuff this year.
I think being at Toy Fair and hearing about McFarlane Mattel getting the DC license back and McFarlane being in the air, and then a few weeks later at WonderCon, he's like. And I see a bunch of figures that I want from there after being slightly interested in some here and there, but and he explains it. He's going to make Batmans and Supermans because Batmans and Supermans sell. So. He said it at that panel, so that I can't hold that against him. I can joke about it, but I can't hold it against him. It's a business, make money. But man, some of those Disco Nightwing and I think I just missed Deadshot on Big Bad Toy Store and just a bunch of people that if he had been spacing those out all this time, I think it would have been a little better for
I just picked up Deadshot on Monday at Walmart. He was just sitting there on the shelf.
Just sitting there. Wow.
Yeah.
I saw somebody
the only McFarlane figure there too.
And is the new resets pulling out McFarlane toys from the toy aisle?
So at that Walmart, they're no longer in the toy aisle. They're in the video games
electronics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The electronics section.
So where like the movie Turtles and stuff are.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
And I've seen some platinums there, and and the Guy Gardner in the blue with the G. I guess the platinum edition for that.
Mm-hmm.
That's at mine, but I haven't seen Deadshot yet.
Yeah, you'll probably see him. I know Diggs saw him in Arizona. Diggs Fakes found him in Arizona. But he gets everything in Arizona anyway, so
everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
And then what else did I get? I don't think I got any. No, that was the only one I got on Monday. But yeah, they're coming up. Kite Man? Come on.
Kite Man.
I know.
Come on now.
I love Kite Man.
I'm so
Why did it
happy
take
for
Kite Man so long?
Man, with all the, because I know DCUC is outdated at this point. It was outdated by the end of its own run. Just the hips, they took away the ankle, and the heads didn't do a lot of rocking. But I love that collection in a display, just lined up side by side. But we didn't get Kite Man back then, and they made a lot of weirdo type characters. But McFarlane's going to make Kite Man. I guess he got a little more prominence with the Harley cartoon, huh?
Yeah. Well, that's how I found out about him.
Yeah.
And we just fell in love with that character on that show.
He really
yeah.
did. Yeah. And then he got his own show for a while. Yeah. No, yeah. I don't know. I don't even know if he needs another season, that show. Between him and Bane on that Harley show.
Right.
And Clayface.
Yeah, and Clayface, too.
Clayface.
I love that they adapted the Hardy voice to the cartoon. That was so good.
Yeah, no, that was the best part of it.
Yeah. I will be this coffee's reckoning. Yeah, so good. So good. Jurassic Jester asked, wait, this is an action figure channel? No, my favorite Bob, okay, now we're going on a tangent, is when they're at the mitzvah, and he's like, if you order the fish, you should eat the fish, right? And he's yelling at Joker, because Joker takes the chicken from him.
You didn't even order the chicken.
You didn't even order the chicken. Yeah.
Poor Bane, man.
Yeah,
and King Shark was great too. Yeah.
Yeah, King Shark. They took a lot of those side characters and just like killed it with them. It was great. What's going on, Worthy Collector? Pock Photos wants to know if you're going in for those Super Friends 5 points of action.
Yes, unless they're gonna make it difficult. I missed the initial pre-orders, and I guess you got to get a case to get the red Super Enemy Batman, or that's the super deluxe red, green, blue, platinum thing, whatever they're calling it. And then Riddler is a platinum too, right?
No.
Or red platinum.
Yes, I think he is a red platinum.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see if I can get the whole cast that they release. Yes. Which means I have to start getting them anyway, right? And hope for the best. So yeah, I'll probably get them.
Well, I think the Super Friends line he's going to continue with. I don't think he loses the license on that one.
It's mainly the
DC I think it's just DC Universe one.
Yeah.
Is that actual? All I've heard is him say we're negotiating, and it'll be the end of 2026.
That's fair. Yeah. That's fair. Yeah.
I can't see Mattel not wanting all of it.
All of it.
Yeah.
No, I get it. I think
and they have the bigger distribution too.
But I mean, but you think about it, if they get DC Universe, like there's still a swath that they could cover, right? And it's like, he wants to hang on to the animated series and other stuff like that. It's like,
statues.
Posed figures is what they call them. They're not statues.
They're statues.
Yeah,
but say what you will about Mattel and Hasbro, but McFarlane, he says these figures are coming out, and boom. Sometimes I find them at the store before he even announces them. And
dude, we saw the gold. What was it? The Golden Age Superman, right? At Toy Fair, at the booth, and then literally we went to GameStop after we left, and we found it on the shelf.
Yeah, it was right there. There you go.
Yeah.
He's there. Yeah. And I think the guy is like the GameStop guy was like, yeah, we've had it for like a week. Yeah, it's like what?
So I mean, he's magical, but dang it, we'll see. I'm interested in seeing what Mattel's going to do.
Yeah.
Hey, Trevor.
What's going on? I just highlighted that to bring him up. What's going on,
Sorry.
Trevor? How are you? No, it's okay. Don't worry. Hey, man, it's as much your show as it is ours. Don't worry about it.
I will
Well,
say though that I am happy that there is an end to the line. Like as a collector, I have a finish line.
But
You know what I mean?
but not a complete line.
Yeah, but like how he's putting out stuff that like banger after banger that like that's coming out now. But if like we know that he's gonna have the line for the next 5 years, it's gonna be stretched with throughout the whole 5 years.
Yeah.
And how many times am I gonna be like, I'm out of this line. I'm not collecting this
Right.
anymore. You know?
Yeah.
I would say Robo to that point, right? Where you're saying, but it's gonna end. Like, what are you waiting for? Like, for what figures do you feel like haven't come out yet? I mean, the guy's released an ambush bug for crying out loud. Like,
Yeah, but I mean, everybody has their wish lists that are never going to see figure form, right? I want a Scandal Savage. I want Ragdoll. I'm pretty much listing Secret Six characters. That's
okay.
So just imagine me going through that whole team.
He's only listed what he's putting out in the summer. There's still the fall.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah. Oh no, I'm not saying, but I think a lot of people also look at that as, oh, they're not going to make any more. No reason to collect this. Get rid of it.
Yeah.
And which bends my brain a little bit because I get it, I guess, but I can't. I collected the figures to get the figures, not because they were there.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not for the collecting itself, which I'm not disparaging that. I'm just saying my brain doesn't understand that.
Yeah.
I will say though that the good McFarlane figures, once they're off the shelf, they're usually off. Like they're harder to find.
Oh, yeah.
They're such a limited. Like they're a smaller run that you're not. You probably won't find those good figures at an Ollie's, right?
Yeah.
And then if you have to go in the aftermarket, they're usually like at least double the price
Because they're gone.
Yeah.
Because my Walmart has the Superpowers variant of Cold.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the regular yet.
Oh.
So what's your stance on pins? You're looking at
that's the one thing that bothers me about it. But like on a figure like this, you don't notice it because there's a lot going on the suit. Because there is a lot of texture on the suit. When it's a planar body, like the Superman, you can notice it because it's like it's there, right? But like
the round things in your face.
Yeah.
You get sprung.
It's still
you beat me to it. I had it. You do it.
But it's still a toy, and like you can pose it and leave it on your shelf, and then it looks good just standing vanilla pose on your shelf.
Yeah.
But I wish they would get rid of the pins.
See, I like the look, and I get it, but as a customizer too, man, it makes it a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah,
change things out and do other things. Or what was it the other day? I was messing with something, and the knee was stuck, and I thought, how am I supposed to free this up? I can't pop it. I can't bang it.
Yeah,
I can't twist it. I can't bop it.
Pass it.
Yeah,
pass it. You gotta pass it.
I can't.
Skip it.
But then it finally freed up. I heated it up a little bit. It freed up, and I thought that was all for nothing. You're just old manning it. And back in my day, there was pins I could take out, fix it, and put it back together.
You didn't stop calling yourself an old man, dude. You're just like,
No.
you're making it worse than it is.
I know, but
how much worse?
it seems like every drop I have is inconsequential at the end of the day.
Mikey's got an interesting question. I think we should maybe go around the room here with, hypothetically, what would a Mattel DC Maximum line look like, and what would you want? So if Mattel is going to release like a Maximum series, what's either A, what's the first figure that you would want to see, and B, what makes it that maximum level?
I need to see what DC's going to do for the minimum level first, though.
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
That's is it just going to be what scale, what style, what? Because we got a year and a half or a year at least, at the very, very least, before we see something. Yeah. But I want what it would be? It'd be Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you think do they do Batman or Superman first?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they're gonna have to release, a line. So it'll be Batman, Superman.
Well, here's my question, right? Like,
Dark Side.
Todd takes heat for releasing so many Batman. If you're Mattel, do you kind of take a stance and say, you know what? I'm not starting out with Batman. First line doesn't include a Batman.
They're leaving money on the table. There's no way.
I'm just. I'm not saying it's a smart move. I just said
there's no way. Batman makes more money than Superman.
It would be a bold move, and a lot of collectors. Well, no, you know what? Then people would bitch about no Batman.
I know, 100%. You can't win. You can't win. Imagine Mattel comes out and taking a stance against Todd, and they're like, first wave, 5 female action figures. Boom, done. That's it.
Oh,
that's big.
Wonder Woman. Oh man, yeah, Catwoman,
Black Canary. Yep.
Yeah.
Huntress,
but then it would be, why should I buy these if we have no guarantee of getting main characters?
Right.
Is it? It's a fickle crowd.
Dom wants a Music Meister. That's what he wants. From Todd before he comes out. So it would it would be a brave and a bold move. Well done, Trevor. Well done. Well done. Start with the Kite Man or I'm out.
That's right.
Yeah.
First wave is headlined by Aquaman, just to be different. So, yeah. No Batman. Bold move. Bold strategy cut. Let's see if it pays off.
Because I think Mattel's DC line started as Batman only, right? Or was it Superman only? Which one came first?
I think it was Batman. I feel like everything was Batman. Yeah.
And then Superman only, and then they opened up DC Universe Classics.
Right.
Which started with a Batman.
Yeah. Wade is a good. He says Uncle Todd had a super cool run either way. He gave us a lot of plus. He's right. And I didn't know this. He only had the license since 2020. So for the amount of figures that he gave out in 5 years is pretty impressive. Pretty impressive.
And I think he's going to match that in the last 2, just to be Todd.
I feel like just this season.
Yeah. I think I said it. For most companies, that would be their year-long plan of release. For Todd, it was a Tuesday.
Well done. Well done. Cindy's here. What's going on, Cindy? I can't believe you made that Street Fighter joke.
I've been doing that a lot lately. Sorry.
That's like a classic for us. We use that a lot.
YouTube's been showing me a lot of weird stuff the past couple of weeks.
You only have yourself to blame, Robo, for the algorithm.
That's right. I know.
That's what they tell us. That's what they tell us. Grumps says he needs more Batman. I mean, come on, Grumps. Do you need more Batman? No.
I think, and I haven't even opened it yet, but man, this is pretty close to mine.
Let's see.
My perfect Batman.
It's pretty
close. Oh, no. I got this one because I like the light blue, but when I open it, I think I'm going to do the shadows like the other Batman I have in the package somewhere.
Yeah. Okay.
Right there.
Let's see.
Is it the one with the dog?
The ace?
I didn't get that one after really wanting it because I thought I have that one and I have that one.
Yeah.
I have that one up there.
Yeah. Can never have too many Batmans. Let's see. Pock says the first 2 to 3 years of unique sculpt for almost every figure was insane. It was insane. It's like Todd didn't care about budget. I don't think Todd does care about budget. I think we've seen Todd on lives where he's like, well, that's my name and I'm gonna do this. So he's
man, the Mortal Kombat stuff from Twitter, when he released that video, I thought, oh man, okay.
I think Matt and I were standing there and you could see people in the background be like, what is he doing? Like, what is he doing?
He's gonna do what he wants.
And it's like they're like, it says no photos, right? He's like, I think he was standing there. He's like, there's no photos, this isn't a photo. Like, okay, Todd do Todd.
I'm surprised he didn't do the turtles, but that would have been giving away a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I think he would have gotten in. Yeah, so 16 wants a definitive Neil Adams Batman. So there you go. Yeah, there's a lot.
There's still time.
It's true. For Todd, there's still time.
Yeah.
You know what? For all we know, Todd's watching the show taking notes right now. So he could be doing this. Who
are we kidding? He's out there. He's still out there making more Making more figures.
It's right. He's sculpting figures as we talk right now. That's it. Todd did put a figure of himself barefoot. He did. There you go. So.
And I bought it. I'm an idiot. I think
Honestly,
it was on clearance at some
okay.
Where did I see that?
I was gonna say the bare feet is what scared me on it, so I didn't want to read that.
That's why you told me to buy that.
No, I didn't. Not for the bare feet.
Yeah, you did.
You know, well, since when did you start listening to me? No. Johnny says, "Todd McFarlane." Let's see. Todd is the type of uncle that takes the credit card for the presents under the tree and spoils Santa for all. You know I made that, right?
You know I made that, right?
You know I made that, right? That's my name on the box. My name on the box. Oh, all right. I know we talked about what surprised you this year. What are you most looking forward to this year?
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just another one of those. Never thought I'd get it. Top things. I bought those at the waning days of Toys R Us. I bought those boxes of Scooby Gang and villains, ghosts that didn't move or anything. That's in a box right there. And then the Scoob movie stuff, I bought a few of those thinking never going to happen. And then here we are, about to happen soon, I hope.
Yeah.
But
what is a Scooby-Doo villain that you want to see? I know we know we have the Mummy and the Creeper. What's the one you're waiting for?
Oh man, I blanked, but it's the robot. Charlie? Is it Charlie the robot?
Yeah, I think it's Charlie the robot. Skeleton astronaut. Yeah. So. Yeah,
the fun house. It's Space Kook.
Space Kook.
Yeah. There's so many because I was looking through the other day, just the other night. There's still a ways out, and I'm already gathering pictures for the eventual review, just so I can open them and mess with them, But there's so many villains, and they're all cool. So good.
I love and we've talked about this before, and I'm sure a lot of people have, but I just love the idea that like there's going to be 2 villains per Scooby-Doo, main gang or mystery gang there. Like that's awesome. I mean, by the time the gang comes out, we've got 10 villains, right? It's 10 monsters. Like that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's really cool.
That's a display.
That's
a collection.
That's a collection. That's a collection.
Yeah. Black Knight.
Yeah,
they're all good.
Oh,
what was the twin
I don't know if I know that one
with the chains and the
the classic race. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. It would be hard to pass on Scooby-Doo. Oh man, it changed on me. Yeah. The Frosty the Snowman, that looked cool too. That was a fun little surprise. How far down he's gonna go that rabbit hole, man. That'd be crazy. Tom wants a red herring. Yes.
Isn't that the kids? Isn't that the
it's one of it's the redhead, right? He's like an actual redhead. That'd be great. Just like maybe like a bonus pack, just a head sculpt to that. That'd be awesome.
Didn't every episode Fred theorize it was red herring at some point?
Yeah.
Red herring.
Yeah. That's like when I do production for my actual job. Every chance I get, like there's a book or something in there that says MacGuffin, right? Like it's just like that's my thing to help. Yeah, it's just always it's like someone's reading a book and the author's MacGuffin. Like it's I just sneak those in there whenever I can. So let's see.
Cereal line too.
The cereal line. Jada. I mean, Jada's just knocking it out of the park. I'm almost tired of talking about Jada. But
they have
friend, so yeah.
Maybe it's because it's a slow burn, very, very slow burn, which actually works in their favor, even though it kills me right here to wait that long for stuff. It's like,
but it's good. 1-6 wants a ghost clown. Let's see. Jurassic. I would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for you pesky kids. White Vegeta wants the Harlem Globetrotters. That's the other thing we've talked about. Yeah, how far down this rabbit hole can we go of like guest stars and
can a guy get a Don Knotts action figure?
Don Knotts?
Come on, man.
Gina batting 1,000 right now. That's a good question. What else would you want to see? What else would you want to see them taking on? Like, I want a Dick Dastardly and a Muttley from them. I would love, like that would be.
Yeah, I'm all over it. That
do-gooders. Yeah.
Man, if they did Herculoids and
Herculoids.
Gundar, I'd be done. You would not see me again. I'd be out.
That's what retires Robo.
I've been regretting passing those Toynami sets 20 years ago, 25 years ago at Toys R Us.
Yeah.
And now it shows they're like $400 a set, $500, and I want modernized, articulated versions of those whole casts.
Figs in Space says Super 7 doing 5 POA 3's company, maybe a Don Knotts in the pipeline, and Mr. Roper. Or no, that Mr. Roper wasn't Don Knotts. That was the other character, right? Oh yeah. Oh, there you go. There you go. There's a chance. Space Ghost, also an option. Space Ghost.
Blue Falcon.
There you go.
Dynamite.
Let's see. Dynamite. Oh, Captain Caveman. Captain Caveman. So and Sun. I would love
was it you who sent me the video of Captain Caveman? He shaved and he was Barney Rubble.
And it was Barney Rubble. Yes, he. It was Captain Caveman revealed. It was a weird thing.
Really?
Yeah, it was like so. Captain Caveman. So Barney Rubble gets. Here we go. All right, put on your tinfoil hat. Barney Rubble gets frozen, right? And his body chooses to cover himself in hair to stay warm. And because he's frozen, he loses some of his memory, speaking like a caveman. And then eventually he gets back hit on the head and shaves, and he's Barney Rubble underneath.
After being caveman for a while.
Captain Caveman for a while. Not the craziest theory, but why not?
No.
So,
it's the same body shape, right? Same height.
Same body shape, same height, same bare feet.
How about nose? Does
I bet you the nose lines up. The nose plays. So there's a reference. Nose plays. So
it always knows. Cereal mascots brought it back around to Jada Toys.
That's right. See, Rick Jones was a Don Knotts ultimate. Could you imagine those face sculpts? There's like 4 or 5 different faces. Man, God. All right, so there you go. I cannot take credit for that. Wait, I don't want. It was on Instagram. I cannot take credit for that, but I will take credit for you watching the show and hearing me talk about it. So feel free to share it with your friends. What is a grail item for you, Robo, that you either had as a kid and don't have anymore, or are just constantly trying to track down?
I think I just said it. Like it shows.
The Herculoids. Yeah.
Those Herculoid sets with all the beasts and the characters. I don't want to pay that kind of money. I get it, but I don't want to. But I got a Mezco Crow that I've been wanting for, not Mezco specifically, but a good Crow figure. After 30 years. That Transformer. What did I have as a kid? I have most of, or they're in the pipeline,
Sure. Yeah.
Mask, the possibility of more Mask. I never had Switchblade and Thunderhawk, so that's good to come back around and get. Because my parents treated me so poorly. All I had was a bunch of Transformers and a bunch of Star Wars and a bunch of He-Man.
Let it out, man. This show's about healing. Let it out. Yeah.
I had so much stuff. I didn't have a lot of Joes. Actually, Condor was my first toy that I bought with my own money working.
Okay.
So Mask has a place. Special place. So I may buy the new one just to have again.
Okay.
But I have most of my stuff. Or most of the stuff I've wanted, or it's been updated. Especially from as a kid.
Sure. Yeah.
And
and now you
would be nice.
Dang it. I mean, we'd have to get that time machine.
Yeah. Man. They can extend other HasLabs to try to get past the Rancor that's right there. Man.
Maybe they'll bring the Rancor back and they'll kind of do like they did with the Sentinels, where it was like,
oh, you mean like it's just made to order?
Yeah, it's made to order, right?
And everybody gets a cardboard pack. backdrop.
Everybody gets one. You can order
Some
cardboard
bones.
backdrop sold separately. So yeah, get it going like that. So let's see.
Print
Wait
your own.
Creates says, oh sorry, go ahead.
No. I was just
Let's see. If a toy line was going to make officials of all of you awesome toy con creators, thank you, Wade. Which line would you want B2S and Robo in? So who do you want to make figures of you outside of the head sculpt that you already have that is offered through Josh Brown Toys there, Josh Brown Customs, that I totally meant to grab before the show started and left downstairs like an idiot. But anyway.
I have some left over from Toylanta. Oh man, what company? Because why does my brain go straight to logistics of, well, they probably couldn't do it in the Star Wars universe or Marvel because that involves Disney and this and that, and they wouldn't license things to happen within their what company?
What company you want? What company?
Man, Funko Pops.
Okay.
No, just it would be such just like a twist of the knife.
Yeah, with no articulation. Yeah,
No articulation.
Just 1 point of articulation, left and right. That's it.
Do they not wobble anymore?
Some of them do. I think it's an extra feature. So Josh Brown available now. So pick up your Josh Brown heads. I would go with NECA because I give them all my money anyway. So and at least we know the sculpts will be good, and I don't need that much articulation. I don't move that well, so it's fine. Fine.
I will say I really like the shredder. It is really good.
There you go. It's a good upgrade.
Which one is that? Is that the?
It's the new Holothon one.
Okay, I haven't seen the Holothon one. I keep seeing the one at Walmart with the Krang head.
Oh, yeah, the Archie Comics one. Yeah.
I want the Archie Comics one, but man, that one looks good too.
He's really good. Yeah.
It's really cool. I didn't have a shredder, cartoon shredder.
It's a good shredder to have. Yeah. No wired cape though, right? So you still got to upgrade that.
Yeah, although, but I figure
like his cape always just kind of flapped in the wind. It never really.
It looks good though. It's draped. At least they got it folded up a little bit.
Yeah, it's not like a flat piece.
Yeah.
And it's also not stiff, so it'll just be sticking out flat like a certain Star Wars figure I opened today.
Do you want to dispose which one, or are you good?
Oh, it's the Dark Trooper armor Moff Gideon Goff Midian.
Robo, you really got to learn how to pronounce names if you're going to do this thing.
On this show.
If anybody's going to tell you how to pronounce names, it's me.
Goff Midian. That's where I was going with that. No, between that and the Praetorian Guard, the cloth is just flat. Nothing. Lifeless. I like the figures.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's not a normal pose for you. What are you doing with that one?
It's a cartoon pose.
I am the winner.
Yeah.
Oh, damn turtles.
Damn Goth
Turtle
Midian.
soup.
Yeah.
Goth Midian.
Yeah. Dom says Funko has an option where you can go make yourself, Robo, so you don't have to wait. We could just make you. We can make a Robo.
Yeah, they do, because Yimmo made us.
Yeah, we have us. Yeah, somehow I think it's back here somewhere. So.
It's an actual figure. It's not like a concept art or something.
Yeah, no, you can just do it. They'll print it and everything. So you got options. I don't know how we'll play around with it. I'll send you one. I'll make you one. I'll send you one for being on the show. Thank you. Yeah. All right. We're coming up on time, but I told you that I wasn't going to let you get out of this. So I'm going to jump back to Mikey's question. What would your entrance music be? And your
But you have that saved. You had that.
No, I had it saved. I saved it, ready to go.
Man,
I told you I wouldn't let you get out of it.
No.
We'll stay here all night, Robo.
And here I've been talking the whole time instead of actually thinking about this.
I didn't even give you a chance. So all right, I'll tell you this. I'll let you go if you promise to come back next week for just 5 minutes to tell us what the answer is.
Maybe I just want to drag this for another hour and a half.
All right, that's fine with me too.
That's fine with me.
You saying "let me leave" makes me me feel like it makes me think you think that I want to go.
Yeah, it's true. Oh, that's nice of you, Robo. Thank you.
Gotta get out of here.
Yeah.
No. Oh man, 5 million songs run through my head at the exact same time. My whole playlist just. Because I brought it up a minute ago. I don't want to use "Baby Got Back." Why would I use that as my own?
Well, pick
Coming
your
down-
favorite Britney. You can pick your favorite Britney song too. We talked about that, you know.
Oops, I Did It Again would be probably
Or Lucky.
would
Lucky
probably
would be a good one.
apt, proper
Yeah,
to be in the ring. Oops.
Toxic.
Actually did.
You would do
Again,
Toxic.
you know.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Toxic, yeah.
Move wise though, and now a man of the list starts running through my head. Armbar.
Long list.
Number 4.
Yeah.
Armbar.
Armbar.
Oh, man, I love Jericho.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a jokey one, but then my brain goes to the cool ones too that I would never be able to pull off.
What if you did like a Razor Ramon style, but because like you got like he ends up being spread out like this, like we call it like the 5 points of articulation. Like you just like, it's like the 5 points of articulation finisher.
Yeah. Oh man.
Right. 5 POA.
Yeah, 5 POA. Yeah.
Call it the T-pose.
The T-pose. There you go. The T-pose.
Yeah.
On the shelf. It's on the shelf. There you go.
That's right.
Yeah.
You better listen to me because I'm going to put you on the shelf tonight. You're going down.
Any kind of promo. Look at this. You didn't have anything, and now you got everything. Look at that.
We gotta save that. We gotta save that for when I add him on to WWE 2K25.
Yeah.
Let's see. Wade says bright white and just Robo dance the T pose. There it is. The flocking.
Oh man, yeah. Once there was this kid who flocking. I've got a new shirt coming out that
nice. All right. Yeah.
The Patreon came up with. So yeah. All credit to them because I'm not creative, but it says flock around and find out. It should be here this week.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Actually, that's a shirt you got to put them in too. There you go. Flock around and find out. So
that's right.
Perfect. All right. I don't think we can get any better than that. Robo, where are you going to be next? What do you want to promote? What do you got coming up? I know you got to.
Tomorrow I'll be on Legion. I'll be on Legion's Ladies tomorrow night.
Oh, nice.
And then Wade Friday night, and then I don't have anything planned after that. I'm supposed to be on Toy Daddies at some point. We need to get back and forth.
Of course, they steal all their guests after they're on.
But live stream, I actually dropped StreamYard here past week or two because I haven't done a live stream since New Year's, and I thought, man, $50 a month. Surely there's an alternative out there. Because I had the $50 tier. And that jacked up to 100, I guess.
Yeah.
And I thought, whoa, no, go back down to 44. And I'm just throwing money at them. Yeah. So we'll figure it out.
It's the maximum. They're calling it the maximum StreamYard. That's why it's
the maximum StreamYard. But it's the same old thing, just higher price.
Yeah.
Oh, that is fits. Yeah. If the shoe fits.
That was good. Machi. That was good. Machi, what do you got coming up? You got coming up? Anything you got to promote?
I got nothing really right now. Nothing coming up. I mean, we got ToyCon New Jersey coming up at the end of the month.
Coming up. Yeah.
And then you can catch us on the Toy Migos, or at least one of us on Chat Migos, right?
Yeah, at least one of us on Chat Migos weekly. Sometimes both of us. I'll be on They're Not Dolls tomorrow night, filling in for somebody. I don't know. I got called off the bench, so I'm always excited to do that. And then I think Lago with us next week, right? On Wednesday. So exciting stuff. But tonight, Mr. Robo, thank you so much for being here, man.
Thank you.
I appreciate the hell out of you.
Oh, no problem.
So good seeing you. Looking forward to seeing you in another con, and like I said, stalking you there. So we'll we'll track you down. I'm sure.
San Diego for sure, right? You said you were.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, we'll be there for San Diego. Absolutely. San Diego, and then at the very least, you'll see us again at Legion's Con. So, and then we promise to leave you alone in November. So that's it.
Don't talk me into toys.
That's it. Yeah, maybe.
I talked him into one of the, what was it? What did I talk you
Which
into?
one?
Was it the Secret Wars? Yeah, and Wade too. I was
I ended up with that
Hasbro.
set.
Yeah.
Hey man, join the club. We all.
I will shill for shell. I've said it before. It'll happen. Well, again, thank you so much for being here, and for everybody who's either watching live or watching on the replay, we appreciate the hell out of you. We wouldn't be here without you guys. We certainly wouldn't be doing this every week without you guys. So, thank you so much for being here, and until next time, go make something. Go be proud of yourself, and let's get out of here. So, Machu, chew that outro. Thanks, everybody.
See ya.
Bye.